Good morning, everyone. My name is Ona Armstrong. And this is Oscar, and we are co-owners of a business in Asheville, North Carolina called Firefly Valley Design and Consulting. And we are coming to you live today from our backyard, right, Ask? And we wanted to talk to you about some awesome, easy, COVID-friendly DIY backyard outdoor learning environment design strategies. So now that school's out, things are getting real, right? And I have always held the belief that children are very creative and can always figure out how to learn by themselves and with creativity and ingenuity if they're given the right materials. And so one way that we can make sure that our children are challenged and met where they are is through designing our outdoor learning spaces with behavioral schema in mind. Okay? And so these are 10 undeniable play urges that kids all around the world have. There's a great documentary called Babies. You can look it up on YouTube, and you will see children in China, children in the United States, children in Mongolia, all doing the same things with objects and with their bodies and with each other. And so today we're going to talk about the first schema, which is the transformation schema. I hope that's not backwards for you all. I haven't really figured all this out yet. All this is in perfect action. So transformation schema is so cool. It's where our children are cooks and scientists and things like that, where they take objects, they mix them up, and they make them into something different. They're witnessing that transformation, right? Maybe something was liquid and it turned to a solid, or solid to a liquid. Maybe it was whole and they mushed it into lots of different pieces. Or maybe they took 6 different items and mixed them together, right? So you'll see this transformation schema when your kids want to mix their mashed potatoes and their peas together. Or you'll see this transformation schema when kids can't believe that, you put the water in the ice cube trays with the plastic dinosaur in the middle, and then the next day it's solid, right? And then they'll want to mush it apart, right? And so where else? Oh yeah, like when you make stone soup or when you make mud pies, you're mixing things, right? So it can be about mixing states, but it can also be about imaginative play. So maybe that lump of mud and sticks and rocks turns into a mud pie and then gets sold, to a parent for a certain amount. So in their mind, these objects are transforming into something else. So I wanted to show you what we've been doing around our house. So a few weeks ago, we made a smoothie. This is the transformation schema, right? We were putting lots of different things into the blender. It used to be a bag of frozen blueberries and some almond milk. We put them in the blender, and then lo and behold, it became a smoothie, which has a different texture and it looks different, But then we put it into these little cups with a little popsicle stick, and we made smoothie popsicles. And we went outside and we grabbed some violets and we put those in there as well. So this is a great transformation schema activity, right, in the kitchen, where you're making something else out of, right, making different items into something else. And then another way to keep going with the transformation schema with these smoothie popsicles with violets on top might be to then put them on a cookie tray and let them transform. Now there are some awesome things that you can include in your outdoor learning environment or your indoor to help with the transformation schema. One thing are hammers. And so whether your hammer looks like mine or not, or maybe it looks like a rock, I could take this, put it on a cookie sheet, and bang it, right? Sometimes I joke that children are like termites, even though I love them dearly, right? We can mush things back into their shape. We can take things that were frozen in ice cube trays and put them outside and see what happens. But banging, you'll see in that Babies movie, that baby in Mongolia, right there, right outside her yurt, she was banging things, right, just to see what would happen, experimenting with states of matter. And so banging is a great center to have in your outdoor learning environment. Maybe it's a 2x4 board that you grabbed out of a construction dumpster somewhere, right? And you'll see me in a lot of construction dumpsters. I don't know about you. So you can make them a little sort of wood bench or a little bench, right? And you can give them rocks, you can give them hammers, and they will go around and collect things and just bang and see what happens when they change that state using the transformation schema. Another great thing to have in your outdoor learning environment is a mud kitchen. Now, I have an old fireplace, mobile fireplace here, one of these, right? And in it, I just grab some wood chips, but you can grab lots of different things from your environment, like sand or gravel from your driveway, and give your child something that they can go around and collect things in, right? This is just a little container here. They can go around and collect all of the nature treasures that they would want and come put them into their mud kitchen, right? You can give them lots of different things from Goodwill or things that you're not using from your kitchen anymore, and you can give them things to stir, right? So maybe you've got some paint sticks, maybe you've got an old fork, and so they can start stirring and transforming these things into mud pies. Maybe a few more boards or other things, they could make a little kitchen, and then they could make a store to actually really use that transformation schema to imagine that the grass is the parsley, right? And the dirt is the soup stock. And if you add water to things, that's a whole nother transformation, right? Okay, and of course, it's really lovely if you have some other things that show different states of matter. So if you introduce something like this, or funnels, right? Or colanders, or these, you know, these are just different things that you can add to your mud kitchen that would help the kids experiment with different states of matter. Oh, we need to, you know, add some more water to make sure that things flow through those holes, and how much water do we need to make them flow through these holes, and things like that. So beginning physics lessons and things like that. So another thing that's really wonderful are soup pots, right? So that they can really experiment. And then smaller containers so that they can make individual servings, right? And just for storage in the backyard, a lot of times in these fire pits, they're lifted up off the ground, so you can literally just dump the water out of things so that mosquitoes won't breed, right, in your outdoor space, or maybe you could take it back into your apartment. And then you can store things underneath and inside of these containers, so it's sort of like a mobile mud kitchen. So let's see. One more way to use the transformation schema is fire. And so I wanted to show you all what we've been doing in my house recently. Back in the back here, we've got a little fire going. And so this is a really fun way to look at the transformation schema. And you have access to barbecue pits, or even a mobile fire, paying attention to burn bans. It's lovely. What burn ban? I had no idea. But anyway, we were very careful, had the hose right here, and we were doing a lot of landscaping, so we had a lot of things to burn. So this is an amazing way, especially for older kids, to witness the transformation schema, states of matter and excitement, and learning how to be with fire in a safe way. So fire, water, ice, this is all about the transformation schema. And so if you all are ever interested in me coming to do a consultation at your house, I am available. And I also have kits that I can sell that are prepared for you all, where I just show up and plunk these things into your learning environments. No contact delivery, and so feel free to use any of these ideas and email me, message me if you have any questions. Again, this is Ona Armstrong with Firefly Valley Design and Consulting. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will be back soon with another play schema that we can design outdoor learning environments around. Have a great day.